for me. Can you give it up for God? Lift up your hands wherever you are. Please lift up your hands. You are who you are. Yesterday, today, and forevermore. What you say is what you do. You never change. You never fail. You are faithful to the end. Faithful God, I worship you. I worship you. You're so faithful to fail me. Lift up those hands. Let's make power available. You're too faithful to disappoint me. I'm coming out. You said in my life so many times, and I come to realize you're too faithful. You're too faithful to fail me. Please take a baby and go over to the other. You're too faithful. Appoint me as you want to go see. You only decide in my life, and I've come to realize you're too faithful. Hey, yeah, yeah, hey, lift up your hands. There is an angel standing here pointing something to me. It's a man of God, this room. There is somebody that is suppressing someone. I don't know whether you own the person. This one. And I hear the angel saying that depression is too much because the pressure of that person is too much. Who is that person? You own somebody, and the person is giving you too much pressure. I saw the angel holding a key. Where is that woman you wanted? I saw that woman holding a key, and today she is not here. Her angel has come, and she is not in the church. Lift up those hands. They are gifts in the atmosphere, but these gifts are for belong there, you cannot take it. But the Lord said that I should come and speak to somebody. That today you will not leave here the same way you came. Something is falling on someone. Lift up your voice. Lift up your voice wherever you are. I want you to lift up your voice wherever you are. Mituru suri kianda city. Mandi kiandi sorundo komadias. Manu no suri hata. Yes, it was here that I here to go. You are my head to go. And here to go. Masuri kianda city. Manu suri kianda. Mituru suri hata. Jesus. Now listen. I'm going to pray only one prayer, then I will proceed from my today's agenda. You want to lift up your voice and pray only one prayer. It is my prayer for you that the place that God has promised you, you will not reach there late. That is all what I hear. Say the promise of God upon your life is still pending, but it is my prayer for you that you will not get there late. Lift up your voice and say, God, I will not be there late. Speed I pray for. Lift up your hands and pray. Power is making up available. God is about to touch somebody. No, see me here that Mandundi Kianda Simo Makeliande, Hey, Manasuni, Manusuni Kianda says, Madondo Kodono Media Padianda, Masudu Diana Campania Nosaka, and I will not be late. Stretch off your hands towards me. He said, God, let power be made available. Use your servant to speak to me. Anything that is hiding, may the Lord open the eyes. The utterance be open, and God will minister to you. Say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Abba Father. Clap your hands, clap your hands. You can have your seat. Clap your hands, Father. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I bless God for your life, and I don't take this one for granted. I want to take this opportunity to appreciate the senior man of God in the house, by the person of Pastor Samuel, smart in Nigeria at the moment. Whatever it is, he's watching us. Can you clap your hands? Let's celebrate the man of God, the captain of this vehicle. And I want to take this opportunity also to appreciate our mama. Today she's wearing African print. It's so beautiful. Let's appreciate our mama. Are you jealous? Just appreciate mama. Anytime I begin to go on this topic, I know a lot of people have issues with it. The power of woman. Hey, if you really want to control a heart of a man, control the will from the woman. Women hold everything. In your country, the president that you know, you see, he's not the one controlling everything. It's their wives. Women are so powerful. Do you know why? When the woman was having a conversation with a serpent in the Garden of Eden, nothing was recorded in their conversation. And their eyes opened first. They know what we don't know. The other day, one of my men was saying something. He said, man of God, if your wife wants to kill you, he kill you quickly. Say, after you have had intimacy, you sleep like and the woman will be busy washing. Woman power. Let's celebrate our mama one more time. Can you wait on the microphone for me? So loud. Say amen. Amen. I just want to also appreciate my co-workers, my prisoners, my brothers prisoners in the vineyard, Pastor Innocent and Pastor Sterling. This church, we are so blessed to the extent that next week we'll be having the ministry of all these great men of God ministering to you before our man of God will come. And that is the reason why I want to promise you that if you belong to this family, you cannot have a spiritual koshoko. You know spiritual koshoko? Yes, because you eat balanced diet. Our father is a teacher. We have men who are radical. All of them with a different gift and different diversity of gifts. And they'll be ministering to you from next week going, and I believe that your life will not be the same. Say amen. This very one, I'm so excited to continue the topic that my man of God began before he traveled. He said, God has a need. Tell your friend that God has a need. Many times we think that we have a need and we always go to God because He's the Almighty. He has everything. But last week, the man of God take us through some points for us to know that even God, the Almighty Himself, also have a need. And today, I want to take the same topic that he treated. Continue from there, but I want to take it from two connotations. And my topic for today is why? Can you project it? Why? This is a popular question that you always hear from the children. You know, children of this age, because of curiosity, they will always ask, but mommy, why? Daddy, why? Anything you tell them, go and sit down. Why? Don't go this place. Why? They want explanation for everything. Nobody connected in this room wake up in the morning to take any decision. There is a reason why you are doing what you are doing. And this morning I'm super excited to walk you through 6 human reasons why we do what we do. Mama, do you see the way people are watching me? In my life, God has called us to serve. Man of God. What I'm doing now, I'm in my element. This is what I've been called to do. I don't have any office anywhere. I'm doing this job as a preacher to die. I will die in this. You see the way I dress? See the microphone I'm using? People are watching like this. This is my office. I'm doing this. I'm young. God has called. I cannot go to club. You're watching me. I will make preaching so beautiful so that you can join us. Because a time is coming that God said that He need more people so that they can wait us. One man of God called me and said, man of God, you serve God and we are so delighted you want to join it. Before Pentecost, you see people wearing, man of God, they are wearing this thing. Their dress is one. No, we are changing the things. We made it so appealing so that you can join us. Clap for the way I'm dressed. I don't have any office anymore. So I take you to the zenith of my ministry. I don't have anywhere to go. The club, last time they went for pool party and all of them were there. I cannot go to that place. Night club everywhere, naked club, I cannot go. Anytime I'm coming to church, I make sure I dress 3 days before. My bracelet, I get things perfect. And when I stand on the stage, I'm cautious about the words that I'm using. This is my office. This is what I'm called to. There is a fulfillment that comes after my ministration. So stop watching me the way you are watching. Say amen. So everyone connected here, we have a way that we think and we reason. But I came to speak to you. Nobody just wake up in the morning to do what they do. There is a reason attached to everything. A lot of people, when you see them very bored, you ask them, my brother, why are you feeling like this? Say nothing. They are lying. If they tell you nothing, they are lying to you. Can you come with me to the 1 Samuel chapter 17 verse 26 to 28? 1 Samuel. I read from the New King James Version. The word of the Lord said, and then David spoke to the man who stood by him, saying, what shall be done for the man who will kill these Philistines and take away the reproach from God's people? For who is this uncircumcised Philistines that should defy the armies of God? David was busy in the wilderness, far from town, and he heard a noise. Then he rushed in to see what is happening. Then he asked the guys, what is happening? This guy disturbing the peace of Israel. If anyone decide to take this reproach from this uncircumcised Philistines, what should be given to this man? What will be the reward? Oh, we live in a dispensation where people choose their battles without getting any prize. Even we even go on to inherit this one enemies. Oh, I'm not talking to this one, so you also inherit the battle. But David was asking this very beautiful question: what will be given to a man that will take this reproach from Israel? That was the first question he asked. Then let's go on and listen to what his brother said. Then the people answered unto him with this manner, saying, so shall it be done to the man that will kill him. Now the Eliab, the elder brother of David, came out. They said, hey, you, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be in the wilderness. Who did you let those few sheep in that wilderness? And you are here asking questions. You're supposed to be the guys where you belong. There are a lot of people, listen to me, they are not happy to see you happy. I don't want to go on my element. I don't want to go before my time. But listen to me. There are people, their eyes don't want to see you making it in life and breaking through. But I came to speak to you. Enemies are not God. But we truly attack you. Now listen to what he said. He said, who do you leave all these sheep? He said, I know your pride and the insolence of your heart, for you came down to watch this battle. Imagine a man that God has ordained. He was thinking that maybe he came to watch a battle. He said, I know you. You just heard that they are fighting and you just came around. Then David said, I done now that is caused not that joy. Just go back. That's where I'm going to take you from. It's out of your heart, and for you have come down just to watch the battle. When the people begin to think that you are a spectator in life, I want you to boldly tell them that you never came to this life just to assist people to make it, and you die empty and gone. For God will not waste his time to create a man to come and die and just go like that. There is a purpose why the 7,000 spermatozoids that was released into your mother's womb, you made it. I was watching one video within a weekend, and the sperm were released and they were all running. And one person had run all of them and said, please wait for me. I'll come next week and come pick you up. They said it is a scam. But whoever will hit the head first will be the champion. Do you know that all these spirituals and you made it and now you are alive? Yes. And that's how God has made you. You are not here just to watch a battle. People are like, why do you came to church this morning? Why? Oh, you came to watch us. Oh, because it's a normal rituals we do. We need to be in church every Sunday. That is wrong. But everyone connected here, I can tell you this, man of God, you don't need the spirit of discernment. You don't need to be a prophet. You don't have to have a spirit of, you don't need to pray. Just find reasons why everybody is doing what they are doing, and you get to know the reason attached to their behavior. People don't just wake up to do what they do. There is a reason why you do this. And this very morning, I'm excited to walk you through 6 human reasons. 6 human reasons why you are doing what you are doing, including you. So we are going to divide ourselves to 6. And whoever is connected in this room, under the sound of my voice, you are connected to one of these. And this has been your vocabulary within a week. How can you go with me? The first one is people you always hear in their words. I need to. I need to. I need to. Whenever you're talking to them, within 3 seconds, you will see this word appearing. The next people are the people and they are very dangerous. Anytime you are talking to people and you hear they say, I want to, run away from those people. Because men that they have committed mental suicide, there is nothing you can do for them unless God can in. The next people is the people that will say, I choose to. They have a right to live the way they want to live. The next people are saying, I love to do it. The next people are the people they say, I'm called to do this. Sense of service and the Lord came. What can you take me one power? The people always say that I need to. Their obligation, their motivation is in the obligation. And they always shoot themselves in a time frame that they think that they should supposed to build a house before 40 years. Oh, a young lady is here, listen to me. They told you that if you don't marry after 35, that means that you're not going to get married. And if God bless you with a man, you're not going to get pregnant because of the fertilizer, the food that we are eating. So there is a need. You wake up in the morning, you always think through, I need to do this. I need to pay bills. I need to do this. The obligation have been motivated because of your need. And these people always take God out of the equation. But I don't want to go ahead of myself. So let me go to the next people. The next people are the dangerous people I was talking about. These people always say, I want to, and they don't care to go extra mile, even to kill somebody to get what they want. Anytime you are speaking to one and you hear that person mention, I want to do this, I want to do this, and it's not positive, then run away from these people. Because these people are taking God out of the equation. And if you are connected in this room, and this has been your vocabulary, this has been your words every day, you need to watch it. Because consciously and unconsciously, the devil is manipulating. A time will come, you take your own child and do it a ritual without you even knowing it. Because you want to prove a point. And this is the reason why a lot of people are hanging around and they are not getting blessed. Can you go to the next people? The people always say that I have to. They are always motivated by the things they don't need, they don't have. Because nobody in their family is paying the bills. Oh, my mother is looking up to me. If I don't go and pay it, nobody, so I have to get the money. Anyways, anyhow, I need to get it. And everyone connected here, we have used this word. Our reasons have been engineered by this word for a long time. I'm coming out, just walk with me. You will know that God has a need in your life. Can you go with me to the next one? The people that have the sense of call. I'm called to this. They submit all their life in the thing. But the question is the man of God. God is not always interested being in your life. And I came to announce to everyone connected this morning. God is not interested being in your life, but God wants to be in the center of your life. Can I pause and say it again? People say, I'm called. Which prophet told you that what you are doing right now, you are in the center of your destiny, in the center of God's will? I'm going to walk you through senior patriarchs that they deleted all these 6 things from their life and they walk for God selflessly, for God to know that their need has turned to be His need. How can you go with me to the next one? The people who say that I love the sense of service, they love, that is what they do. So he loved the man. He knows that the man don't love it. They are beating her in that relationship, but she still wants to stay. She wants to die in a den because she loves to do it. Passion is driving that person. The boy, there is evidence, thousands, God has given you evidence that this guy will not marry you. He's not taking you to anywhere, but he said, I love to be with him. I will die with him. And the boy is beating you every day. They are not being paid in that job. They want to stay there because they love to do it. There is a fulfillment that comes after they have done that thing. And they have been in bondage for a long time. And if we divide all of us into 6 people, everyone here connected here belongs to one of these. And that has been our life. But can you take me back to the scripture in the 1 Samuel chapter 17 verse 26? B, he says something. When he asked the question to the people, who is that uncircumcised Philistine? He said, what will be given to the person who will take the reproach? The people that defile the God's people. Then his reason why he went to the battle was not for the prize. Oh, I know there are a lot of commentary and a lot of doctrines around this subject that we are talking about. The account of David. People say that, oh, because of the king's daughter. Oh, because of the king decided to give him some of the part of his property. But what pushed the guy? What drives him to make that serious damage to himself is who is uncircumcised Philistine that should defile the house of God. Beloved, if you don't allow the need of God to be your need, forget. God is not in your equation. Life was not made to correct you, but life was made for you. Everything that you want to do, you can do it, and God responds according to your will. But until man comes to a place to allow God to invade our mind and our activities, God is not part of your equation. James chapter 4 verse 5. The word of the Lord said that many people pray and they ask are made. I, the Lord, am not in it. Do you know why? Because everything you are asking is for your selfish need. I, the Lord, am not inside. You ask so many things from me. It does not make sense to me because it makes sense to only you. The ladies here, they can testify. Oh, please, I want to be practical. I'm teaching. I told the man of God, I'm going to continue your message. I wish yesterday maybe you were in the Shadow branch. That was a prophetic movement. And I was teaching so many tokens. But I wish I can go to that train. But the Bible said, God told me, he said, continue from where the man of God left. So that people will understand to that apex of that message. So just follow me. There are people connected to us right now as I speak to you. The things that God wants you to do, you are opposite that level. And until you get that password, until you go to that location that has been sent to you, please, God is not in your mood. You are all by yourself. I know it does not sound well to you, but people always say that, oh, they say that God is inside of me, and everything that I do, God is with me. But have you seen that anytime, man of God, I love what my mentor said within a week. He said one thing. He said, anytime you hear a footsteps at your back whenever you are doing meditation, it is not God that is around you. Maybe you don't have a spirit of discernment to know that it's God that is leaving you gradually. And anytime God is leaving a man and you lack the spirit of discernment, you might think that God is still with you, but he's gone far away. The senior prophet Eli was there, but God spoke to the young man called someone. He has left him. And the time the boy responded to the voice of the God, immediately God started reporting. He said, this is what my servant has done against me. Forget about your dignity, your age, your size. God will leave you. Because God will not bring his throne down. Just accept your terms. What is simple as obedience? Obedience is very simple way. Obedience is when you go on the God's way, in God's own timing, according to the purpose of God. That is called obedience. Until you obey, God is not committed. Obedience is the only thing that brings God commitment. If anytime you go away from God and His will and His need, you are not part of Him. You are just hanging around by grace. Very soon you enter into apostasy. And when you enter into the road of apostasy, that is when you can die in the point of time. Because you cannot serve two masters at the same time. In account of the man that was called Abraham, a young man was was sleeping in a room, he heard a tender voice from heaven. Abra, get thee from your father's house, from their kindred. Go to the land that I will show you. Genesis chapter 12 verse 1. Go to the land that I will show you, and I will make thee a great nation. Obedience of God is always attached with what? A reward. I was going through issues. I came to see the man of God. I said, where are you? So, I'm Marina side. I said, I want to see you. So when I'm going home, I'll pass your place. I was thinking we are going to talk for a while. He was sitting in the car. He said, join me. When I joined him, I told him the whole story. He watched him like this. He said, oh, but that's why I called. You should not tap on the phone. I said, no, I want to see him so we can talk. He said, I'll tell you one thing. When I tell you, go out from the car. If a man ways please God, he will make his enemies to make peace out with him. Then he left me. This word stayed with me for so many hours. Digesting, controlling, in between. I don't understand it. You are here complaining, oh, all my classmates, they jealous me, people hate me, I don't know why people hate me, and my boss don't want to give me that position. Who told you? Who is that boss? Who is that boss? My God, if your boss decide not to promote you, and your ways please God, maybe they didn't hear that. If your boss decide not to promote you, and your ways please God, he will make your boss to make peace with you and promote you. So the man of God, Pastor Sam, was trying to tell me, whilst you are complaining to me, calling people and defending yourself, shut up. Continue to do what you are doing. Wake up in the morning, tomorrow morning you are doing the sounds. Continue to do your work. Follow the heartbeat of God. He will make your enemies to make peace with you. It's beautiful. Get him from the house. Immediately he heard it, he started going. No. It's insane to start moving from your country. No, God didn't say that. Get out from Abu Dhabi and go to Dubai. That is a city. At least you can relate and call some people you know. No. He said, get thee from that country. Okay, God, give me the location. God said, no location there. No, progressive. That is why anytime I see somebody prophesying and the person is giving full details, I know that is a false prophet. Can I tell you? I've been in a prophetic movement for a long time. I know how it is. God, prophecy, and his obedience is progressive. The more you're moving with him, you open another one. If you don't go the next one, he will not ever come. That is God. I'm showing one of the things to do to diagnose anybody who calls himself a prophet. Because let us be in the church of Ephesus that will be able to know people who are not from God and not from God. Whoever will tell you, don't give a detail. Oh, my sister, you go to Canada. When you get to Canada, one woman will come to your room. The next day, you open you to a place and you listen, and then until you die. Tell the person, you are a big liar. That is what my Bible says. To get him from that kingdom. That means that this young man is insane. He's moving to a place that you don't know where he's going. He's just going with his wife, the servant. Just moving into a place that you lose your tradition. The food that you love most, you lose it. One guy came to Dubai, he left Dubai because he was not getting food. There is a friend that I have. He don't want to travel because of the pet. But once I cannot do passport for my pet, I'm not traveling anywhere. The best friends that you have, you are going to lose them when you are ready to go on with God's will. God has a need. He's looking for a new nation. And he said, I'm looking for somebody I'll bring this nation from. That's why I see people condemning themselves. I say, don't condemn yourself. Because the ways of God is not the ways of men. Abraham, who became later Abraham, was from an idol worship. That's how. But for God to work on him, he needs to separate himself. Separation brings the presence of God. Oh, my sister, do you know why you're not hearing from God? You're always on phone. On TikTok, God cannot talk to you. Let me show you. God will never talk to you. Anytime you make time for God, God will make time for you. Immediately you separate yourself, God begins to come in. That guy is a selfish guy. He don't want anybody to share his glory. He's a jealous man. I've been with my wife for a while. Then when I'm not hearing from God for 2 days, I have to leave her. Immediately I leave her, I start hearing. That man needs you than ever before. He said, draw near to me and I'll draw near to you. He said, why God has left you for a long time? Because you are not coming. He wants to come, but you are not coming. So this young man left everything that he has. And the relative story about this man was the man called Noah. How can a man go tell you, go and build an ark? A place that there is no water. No. His schoolmate just came around once was building. He said, see this mumu. See this guy. Mumu. No, listen. He was building this ark in a place where there is no water. There was nothing in that place that shows that what he is doing will make sense tomorrow. But he heard the voice of God very clear and loud. God said, build unto me. Build unto me. Abraham, wake up in the morning. So God said, can you circumcise yourself? So go and do it quickly. I remember when you were circumcising my son, David, and how I saw that woman tied the hands of my son. And you can see the veil. Mama, one day when you have a boy, you understand this. It was so hard. And he peeled the thing like this, he rubbed it like this, and cut it fast. Blood was spoken. At that boy, 7 days boy, could feel the pain. How much a man who is old. And this one is not something like people are helping him to do. He used a stone to cut it himself. No, do you know why you are not understanding this? You don't picture it whilst you are doing it. Anytime they put Jesus on the cross, they put Jesus wearing pants. You're joking. Your master Jesus was not wearing anything. The Bible says that he made himself like a normal person. But yet still, he was part of the Trinity. And he came down to die for you and I. Listen, you don't picture this thing. Do you know the reason why he said we should eat the communion every day? Because you forget about his death. Communion, one of the reasons for the communion, it's not for your healing, for your empowerment. No, one of the reasons, let me tell you, one of the reasons for the communion, so that you remember the death of Jesus. That's why he said, do it as often as you can. The more you are doing it, you are remember that one day, one man came to the cross of Calvary and died for me. For that reason, any reason that I'm doing, anything, the reason attached to my action, I need to know whether it's the will of this master. Painful death. Took him around the whole area, naked. Pakistan, everybody was watching. You hear? Habibi, this guy, no dress, no data, no for nothing. Walking around. People are sleeping, so I need to ignite them. Those who are following, they are getting it. Obedient. You cannot confess obedience. You wake up in the morning, Lord, help me to obey. You are joking. Obedience is an action word. When that young boy locked the room and you are with that guy in the same room, and you have option to remove your dress or go out, and you say to yourself, I will not define myself, then you leave. That is obedience. A young boy called Joseph saw a white woman standing there with a black nipple, very appealing, no CCTV camera, and he said to himself, I will not do it. Though nobody's watching it, I will not do it. Sometimes I ask myself, God, do you think that we are trees? Sometimes, Mama, only 2 days your husband just left. I don't want to go there. You feel it when you are alone. But what keeps me accompanied is when I'm in the element of fasting. and having communion with God. Do I miss my family? But it's not that intimate. So what about the married men and the married women who are here, and your husband and your wives are not here, and you are not intimate with God? What are you doing? You'll be like that guy in Nigeria who always do that comedy and say, gas is power, gas is life, till you finish your destiny. No, we say this, we laugh. But the fall of man is very simple. That is why anytime you see a man say, me, nobody can let me fall, you are lying. The Bible says, do not revive the cause. You are human. The reason why God in his infinite wisdom never allowed man to give birth to Jesus is because he don't want the noise of the man. When you see that a man of God has fell, don't laugh, don't point fingers. Hey, don't do that. He is a man of God. He's a man. No matter how powerful you think he is, he can fall down. So that's why you need to wake up in the morning, pray for your pastors. Don't gossip about them. Because tomorrow morning, if you see this fire in me and I fall down and you allow that to each of you to pray for me, you are a curse. The obedience of God is not easy, it's a test of man. Because that is the only evidence that shows that you are belonging to the deity. What makes a Muslim is a Muslim who ran to the mosque when they cry out 5 times. So all my friends, I buy things from them. I always tell them, if you don't go to mosque, you are not a Muslim. You can ask my sisters, anytime we go for evangelism, and I begin to preach to them, I'm a Muslim. It's good, we're Muslim. Then I start quoting Surah chapter 5, verse 1116. It said this about Abraham. He was a faithful man. What do you know about it? Then he's watching you. You don't know anything about Quran. See, if you lack anything in this Quran, go and ask Christians who are wise people. Though they are second born, but they have the infinite wisdom of God. As a man of God, if you are not enlightened, don't read Quran. Because it will open you up. You need to keep to well and keep to your Bible. What am I saying this morning? God has a need in your life. And until you wake up in the morning to pursue that need, forget it. One of my sons got to Canada yesterday. I was showing you, right? Watching the video. God, there's a man of God. Why you don't want to come here? I have 4 passports. And a special grace of God, I've been to almost 15 countries. I can travel myself, only me. I can go to Canada embassy, US embassy. And I've never been there before. I have never been to these 2 embassies before in my life. I've never even applied. Think of to apply. Do you think that if I get Canada, I will not go? But the question is that, what is God saying about my life? He is throwing me to a place where I don't want and I don't want to be. That's where he's taking me. When God told me, go to Europe, I packed my things with my wife. We go to Grace. We prayed. Cast the spirit of the Europe. Then we went to a place where Paul was. Then we went to the place and we got to the Paris airport. Then my wife was watching down like this. She said, this is Paris. House, everything is cool. This one, I would prefer Dubai. And maybe you are here, you want to go there. People sleeping at the train station, very cold. Choose between hot in Dubai and choose there. It's not pleasant. My biological father told me, Stephen, I don't want you to be here. So I know you'll fight me with this, but I don't want you to be here. I told him that God has a name. It's not about me. My wish is to stay in Canada with my entire family. See how beautiful my family is. I want to stay there with them. Live my life better. I've suffered in this life. I just know where you don't need, that's what I'll take it. And that is the problem of everybody here. The Dubai you came, who gave you that approval? Where did you hear that you need to come to Dubai? Because there was a need. Oh, I need to provide. Oh, I want to, or I choose to, I love to be in the Burj Khalifa and be taking pictures. And I will say, Habibi, come to Dubai. Is that your reason why you came here? Then you have lost. No wonder that you cannot even get money to pay your best bills. Every believer connected this morning, the Spirit of the Lord is ministering to me. If you make any step without God in that center of that thing, you will fail. And you will still come back. And you are wasting your time. Because life will not pause and wait for you. No, life is still going on. So every single decision that you are making, you need to know that God is in the center of it. That man that you are dating, is it love of God or a lover of love? That girl you are chasing, is it going to help you or to make God like a horror to you? Decisions in life. You just choose partners. Or told you it works like that. I'm not saying that go to the prophet to diagnose your wife or your girl for you. No, I am not saying this. But the question is that person going to help you to get into the center of it? That is the question. My sister, my brother, listen to me. God has a need in your life. And the life that you are living, you think that you are so wise, that is why you are there. But until you become foolish, you can never be a believer. It does not make sense. Following God is insane. It does not make sense. How can a man be blind and you are blinding the man with the sun and the saliva of your mouth? That sense doesn't make. Elisha, this man is from the headquarters of this place. He wants healing. So go and bath 7 times in the Jordan. Then he stood there. He said, Can you tell that prophet who I am? No, tell that prophet who I am. My name is Naaman. I sit in the corridor of the Babylonians. I sit in the place where I have authority. Tell him to come out from the room. No, he said, I will not come. He was in the room, sent his son to go and tell him to go and just bath. The man wanted to turn back, and the servant told the master, just follow and see what happens. There are people here, the way that will make your life happy, you are not taking it. Hebrews chapter 4 verse 11. Can you give it to me? Hebrews chapter 4 verse 11. He said, let us therefore make sure that everything that we are doing, it will take us gradually into our place of rest. Every decision you are taking, if it is not taking you to your place of rest, forget it. Let us therefore be diligent to enter into the rest, lest anyone fall according to the same example of disobedience. The way to make you happy is very small. One day it will make you happy, but you don't want it. Horrible. This is what I'm going to say, you're going to relate. Can't you see that there are people here? The girl you love, that girl don't love you. It's real. The people you love so much, they don't love you. Hey, and you don't understand. Hey, if this girl, if she know the way I love her, if this guy, by the way, but you know, you can be in a relationship and you see that the guy is not in the relationship. But you are so much like, oh God, I love this guy. You love to be there. It's not giving you rest. But maybe that girl, she'll give you rest. And with time, your life will be better. People who have joined up for a while, you know why I treat my wife very well. That's my wife, elderly sister. The one wearing yellow, Hetty. She remember when we got married. We stayed in their house for 2 years. After the party, we stayed in the same place where we did the refreshment. She was there. People were laughing. She kept to herself. She said to herself, we'll make it. That time, come and see my face and the trial I was wearing. Sometimes I can go to my room and I ask myself, what did this girl do so hard to be? This girl, boys there, they are wearing nice nice dress. But she can tell you, none of her friends have become wealthy and powerful and very blessed like her. Ask it. None of her friends. Everybody connected to my wife, they mates. None of them. They see her as a mother. They see her as a, but when she started, it's how can you marry this young boy? Young boy. But she's so unfit. There are people you must go in a journey with them. They don't look pleasant. Be with them. It's a matter of time. Turn to your neighbor and say, it's a matter of time. He said, turn to your neighbor, slap that neighbor. He said, neighbor, if you know who is next to you, you will respect me. You are sitting with the next president of Nigeria, of Ghana. You don't know that you are sitting with the one woman. Few years to come out of God, who you become so beautiful. I've been with Papa and Mama for almost 8 years to 9 years now. They know how I started. So beautiful when yesterday I finished preaching and I entered into the car and God began to speak to me. To still, you are growing gradually. When I started preaching first time, when someone was saying to me, watch, so you will go another 6 months. You will not preach till 6 months again. Go and play the keyboard. I appreciate that man. That's not me. Once I'm teaching, I'm seeing something. I'm seeing things. I don't even love to prophesy about them. I see it. Sometimes the Holy Spirit will tell me, I show you this, but you never talk about it. I told you about this lady, you didn't pray for it. No, I'm in love with the teacher. He taught me. Obedient. When I was following him, voices was talking to me. Don't you love to be the boss of yourself? I would have died by now. You crashed because you didn't take time in the process. Why are you rushing? Because everybody is posting pictures, you want to post pictures. That is not like, you are not here to compare yourself to people. But the book of 2 Corinthians says something, those who compare themselves to each other, they are not wise, but they are fools. Do you know this man sitting here? When I was praying for this man, he was prophesying. He's a senior man of God. For this man to sit down and watch me preach like this is a testimony. He prophesied about my second born. This man blessed me when me and my wife, we didn't have a place to stay. And he blessed us a fridge. When he was packing his things, oh, when I'm moving to a better apartment, come and take fridge. I ran with my wife. After we took the fridge, we don't have any money for taxi. The first time he came, I went to Akos to preach. And after the preach, the man of God, I appreciate how God has made it. Man of God, to stay on course, you hear all kinds of insults. But don't be in hurry, because God is about to do a new thing. You are in Dubai and people are talking about your delay. Oh, you have delayed. Because when you come with your own calculation. Everybody, do you know a place people think so much? When you are in a flight, you begin to have, when I go 2 days, 3 months, I need to have this. But when you come, expectations, they come. They begin to think through. But I want to tell you something, please listen to me. There is a time difference between delay and waiting. Maybe somebody didn't hear that. That 2 words, they look familiar, so be very careful. Waiting and delay. If you don't have the spirit of discernment, you might think you are delaying whilst you are waiting. Life is not a joke. Life respects people who enter into covenant. This is a hard truth people don't want to hear. Oh, they expect when I enter, they say, hey, yeah, when I finish. But so, sister, you are going to buy a house. Sister, you lose it after 6 months. If you don't have this knowledge I'm teaching, you lose it. Oh, you lose it. Just a matter of time. I always say this, I will never give my son or my daughter, my firstborn, 15 years. I will never give her my car key. But these cars that I have is for them. She has not matured. Mature yourself. And anytime you are great in one obedient, God will send another obedient for you. Keep on going. And the man start following. Follow me. Go to the land, I'll show you. No location, he was going. If you don't become a foolish man, God can never use you. If you never become a foolish woman, God cannot speak to you. Because you must worship God with spirit. And that's what you need. Until you connect. Where is God? That is why people always confuse you with doctrines. They say you have God. Always you are going to say, where is God? So God is sitting there, they start laughing at you. You don't even know God. Where is God? We follow God by faith. And we believe that He is. And He does. We follow God by faith. So this game that we are in, I call it a game. If you are not, if you don't have a conviction, one day you go out. Matthew chapter 24, verse 24. He says that a time is coming that people will come and give you money. They will prophesy to you. They will give you different doctrines. They will say all manner of things to you just to take you away from the word of God. I say that if the church don't fight and pray, even the men of God that we believe in so much will look up to them. They will now start following them. It's happening in my city. It's happening in my city. Yes. He said, take Jesus out of your vocabulary whenever you are preaching. We will give you every money to build your church. And people are planning it in South Africa. Change the name. Change the name. Remove Jesus. Anytime you are talking in the church, remove Jesus. Just say God. Because there is a lot of gods. So say God. And don't let your eyes and your mind be on that guy on the cross. Say God and preach. We'll give you every money. The question is that, didn't they do it to your father? After 40 days and 40 nights, they opened this same gift to him. Will you serve me? Just kneel down, I'll give it to you. My sister, everyone here came here for money. Hey, let me tell you this. The money you get it, but you lose it. As I stand there, I don't know which kind of money that will control me. No, I don't know. I've passed that test. I've seen cash. We see the way my brother is doing. My brother, what's the name? He's doing like this. When I said that, he's like, yes. We sleep with cash. We wake up with cash. Cash cannot. No, I behave the same way I behave. In the same cash. But some people, the reason God has no blessing. When that small money enter your account, you go to TikTok. You start buying things. You start walking like this. One guy came to Dubai, his name is Ude. I brought him with my junior brother together. We exchanged them. When he came, he was walking like this. Like his leg is, he's a guy. He has small cash in the pocket. After he starts paying bills, the money starts finishing, he walks like that. So when David is sad. Pride. Can I tell you a shocking news that happened? One great man of God is in Ghana. He wrote a very powerful book. I forgot the name of the book, the title. And he sat in a flight, first time going to Nigeria to preach, and they put him in the business class. He has a very nice book. So one man of God saw it online, book appointment, bought him a ticket. The man of God came. When he was in the flight, in the big first class, he saw one man sitting there. And the man said, how are you? Are you a businessman? He said, give me a break. I'm a pastor. I'm a man of God. Then he started sliding. The man still engaged him. He said, can I have a look of the book? He said, okay, you can have it. A man of God with a very proud spirit. Then he gave it to him. The man started reading. He said, I think I love this. Can you dash this one? So no, that's my last book. I cannot give you. I'm going to use it to preach. So no, give it to him. Then the man arrived in the place. Then before all of them get out from the flight, they are in the first class. Police and immigration people came to sweep the man inside. And when he was following the man, they got into the tunnel. They saw that the cars are parked and motors are parked. And the man entered inside. The man went. They began to ask the girls, who is this man? So, you don't know Mr. Richard? He is the owner of Virgin Airlines. And this man owns all Virgin Airlines in the whole world. He was talking to you. See the way the man God lost a big contract. Pride. My sister, hey, calm down, right? When you die, maggots will be eating your body. When I see people so proud, you cannot. Just a matter of time. They'll be singing your song and you'll be doing like this. You cannot carry yourself anywhere. We are not going anywhere. So when you get old Dubai, and the Sheikh of Dubai give you 5 years golden visa, you'll still lose it. Man, I've come to a place nothing shake me. I don't know, maybe there's something God is preparing or the devil is preparing to shake me out from the faith. It's not that the faith my mother taught me. It's now I've come to a place to know God for myself. Because I've been with God and He has done crazy things that blows my mind, and I want to follow Him and love Him more. I don't know about you. The money you're pursuing, there's nothing wrong with it. When the Bible says that if your hands find nothing to do, then you cannot have a food in your table. Anything that you have is a corner of tomorrow. So you have to work. It's good. You have a good intention. But let God be the center of what you're doing. Before you make any decision, I want to. I want to. I love to. I need to. Ask yourself, is it in the center of the will of God? And that's what God is speaking this morning. This is my word for you this morning. God wants you to grow and come to a zenith of your Christianity. For you to know, my sister, everything we know, you can have a disease. Men of God here can lay hands and pray for you. But within a time, you will still die. Oh, Lazarus. Oh, Jesus. Why? If you were here, Lazarus will not be dying for a long time. Jesus said, no problem, I'm here now. Oh, it is still no problem. The guy's up. Hey, Lazarus, hey. Please, can somebody tell me where is Lazarus staying now? He still died. We will pray for you for a sickness before you die. The money you want, the properties you want to, is it a name? Oh, you want to have a name and die? Oh, we'll forget about you. The painful thing is that you will suffer and you will not even enjoy it. There's another way of suffering to get something down, and there's another way to enjoy it. People suffer and they don't enjoy it. And those people who are eating, they'll be calling your name and insulting you. Say, see, this is my foolish brother. He went to Dubai, even you didn't buy dress for yourself. There are people here to buy dress for themselves. They have money in their pocket. They are like those Pakistanis. Pakistani will never put any money in the bank. They always take their dress like this. Anytime you see a Pakistani has collapsed, go inside there and take the money first. Before you help that Pakistani, take the money first. Their bank is here. You have hot money, you cannot even buy dress for yourself. My sister, what if you don't wake up in the morning? The first person to see you will bring the money. Before you start calling for ambulance. Hey, dress nice. See your mother. I told her, dress. Dress. Look nice. You are staying in a very nice room, but see yourself. See yourself. You walk as if you are holding the whole Dubai every time like this. Deodorant you cannot buy. So can't you go today? It's 10 dirham. 2 dirham, go and get one. Dress nice. Dress nice. Look good. Serve God. If God bring it, okay. If God don't bring it, I still leave. If my time cuts, I will go because I'm on transit. All what we are doing here, we are doing rehearsals. We are going to live in the trillions and thousands, billion years in somewhere. And what are you preparing to go and do? Your assignment in your transition will determine what you did here. Somebody did here. What is that? When you die, that's when the real life starts. You enter into a domain when you begin to see beings and will be assigning you, and whoever you belong to will come and take you out. Don't forget, Moses toiled with God to an apex. I see what happened. When Moses died, angel of death came. He said, this body belongs to me. Because Moses, once upon a time, laid all the rituals in the place called Egypt. And they taught him about the secret of gods, how to make python and vomit money and all kinds of rituals. Today, Moses is the cause of the reason why people are reading the same book of Moses. He did all kinds of rituals when he was learning the constitution of the land. Later God said, hey, I brought you here for your enemies to take care of you, but your purpose is to deliver my people. So he died. When he died, the angel of death came. So you belong to me. And God said, no, my God. Though he belongs to them, according to the legalities in heaven, they have won. The guy did so many things. But go and bring me that body. I need it. Because one day, Jesus Christ will need this body. The garden of Gethsemane, he appeared to him. So you pass the test. Minister to Jesus. Minister to him. People of God, your purpose of living is not about making money, eating, dressing, building, and you die and go. It goes beyond that. Look for what belongs to God. The will of God for your life, according to the time of God. His will and his way. And everything that you do will flourish. And God will show himself. So say amen. Begin to pray in the language of the Spirit. And tell God that God, your word has come today. I will be what you call me to be. I say yes, Father. Lord, oh Lord, I will be. I deserve me. To be what you call me to be. That is what I need. Lift up your hands. He said, Lord, today your word has come. Now I know that you have a need. You have a need. God, you have a need. And I will be the one that obeys that word. Your word has come today. Let me understand the thing that I need. Oh, you are the one who gives it. But he said I should seek your heart first, and every other thing will be added unto me. Can a royal dive join on the stage? Come on the stage. Come on the stage. Everywhere you are, you want to lift up your voice and say, God, anything that has been a blockade, anything that is not making you to follow the heartbeat of God, you are going to say, Father, Lord, take over my life. Take your place in my life. Take your place in my life. Lift up your voice and pray. Somebody, you don't need to talk, you have to concentrate and say, God, have your way in my life. Hey, I've taken God out of my equation for a long time, but today I've come to love you, Lord. That's what you're going to say. Say to your Father, for a long time I've taken you out of my life. Today I've come to recognize you. He said, don't lean on your own understanding. He said, in all your ways, acknowledge him. Acknowledge him. When God is standing there, you acknowledge his presence. My soul say yes. Say